I'm working in my pool today, so I don't have time to watch the whole fight, but I'll just give my thoughts on Jake's performance based on Top Rank's highlights, since I think we get a pretty good idea on how he did just based on those. At the time of the fight, Fury was ranked number 39 at WBC Cruiserweight division. Regardless of his ranking, we could clearly see the difference in experience level. All right, let's start right here. So Fury moves forward after tripling up on the jab. Pay attention to where he ends up after his last jab is thrown. He does move forward in a straight line, but after that last jab is thrown, positions himself off the line, meaning his feet aren't in the same spot that the last jab was thrown in. So he basically moved parallel to where he was standing after the last punch out of Jake Paul's range. If Jake decided to move forward with the combo, Fury could counter him while staying safe. This is a game of inches. Pause. Again, Fury counters on the break since it wasn't a clean break. Anyone remember the Victor Ortiz and Floyd Mayweather fight? And pay attention to this. Fury ends, moving out of range on an angle. Fury moves forward with a double jab, gets countered, lands a close range hook to the body, and then automatically clenches. Again, this alone shows his experience. Fury moves off the line after throwing a jab, anticipating the counter. One thing you notice pretty quickly is that Jake is only really throwing 1, 2, possibly 3 punches. And when Fury comes back, he's throwing punches and bunches while pushing Jake backwards in a straight line. Fury ends the exchange with a clinch and pivots Jake before the clean break. That's done so Jake doesn't continue fighting in the clinch. All right, so Jake backs Fury into a corner by throwing a hook to the body. But since Fury doesn't want to stay cornered, he moves off the line to the right, following up with a 3-punch combo. Ends his combo with popping Jake's head up with an uppercut. Jake has a tendency of lunging forward with his head down. I mean, it's something, just pay attention. Again, decent counter by Jake, but he's only throwing 1 punch. And Tommy jabs, moves off the line. Yet again, Jake counters with a single punch. One thing you'll notice, Fury's pretty consistent. Gets pushed backwards against the ropes, lands a short right hook, then clinches with Jake. And punches and bunches by Fury as Jake moves back in a straight line. He eventually pivots after Fury's done throwing, but Tommy misses his uppercut. So pivoting must work. You want to pivot before he finishes a combination. As soon as I feel I'm being pushed backwards, I want to cut a sharp angle and get the fuck out of the way. Tommy with a short right hook, posts on Jake's head, then moves out the way. Single punches again by Jake. Sweat a little bit, it's hot outside. Fury lands a nice jab, moves off the line, and counters Jake with a hook. I mean, one thing I noticed is that Jake keeps his hands way too low. I just don't think his feet are good enough for that. Keep your hands up, joke. Jake, joke, whatever, Jake. See? You find a little success when you throw more than 1 punch. Idea is, if I throw 5, maybe I'll land 2. Again, Fury threw and got the hell out the way. Jake has to stop doing this shit with his head down. That's like a pure sign of inexperience. Definitely has to also work on his timing. You don't punch after the guy finishes his combo. You're trying to catch him in between. He threw a hook, pivoted, which was great, but as soon as he reset, he should have let go, waiting to get hit by Tommy. Again, Jake moving back in a straight line. You see Tommy picking his shots. Punches and bunches by Fury. If Jake's gonna continue to fight like this, he has to start fighting off his back foot. I mean, I don't know, it ain't gonna work. Definitely ain't gonna work when you fight better competition. Nice counter by Jake, but I honestly don't even think it was a knockdown. Looks like he caught Tommy moving, and Tommy might have been off balance. Maybe a flash knockdown. Maybe. Fury punches and bunches, and Jake retreating how he's been the whole fight. I love this. Tommy had success with it all fight. Was off the line to the right, lands his hook. Smart move by Jake after getting pummeled.